Hello, Emma. Welcome back to English Unplugged. I am really excited to talk about improving English today.
Hi, Adam. Me too. There are so many tips and techniques we can share with our listeners.
Yes, we will cover speaking, listening, reading, and writing in a simple and fun way.
Absolutely. Even beginners can follow along and practice with us step by step.
Let's start with speaking. Many learners feel nervous when they speak English.
That's very true. I always tell my students that mistakes are normal and you learn from them.
One simple tip is to speak in front of a mirror. You can see your expressions and practice pronunciation.
Yes, and it also builds confidence. You can record yourself and listen later to notice mistakes.
Listening is another important part. Many learners struggle to understand fast English.
That's why podcasts, movies, and songs are so useful. Listening regularly improves comprehension.
I often ask my students to repeat sentences they hear. It's called the shadowing technique.
Exactly. Shadowing helps with both pronunciation and fluency. You speak as you listen, and it becomes natural.
Vocabulary is another area learners worry about. How can we remember new words easily?
Flashcards are great, Adam. You can also use apps or write sentences using new words.
Writing sentences helps memory too. Reading English books or articles is also very helpful.
I encourage learners to keep a small diary. Write a few sentences in English every day.
And don't worry about grammar mistakes in the beginning. Focus on communication first.
Yes, grammar improves naturally as you read and write more. Speaking freely is more important at first.
What about pronunciation? Many learners struggle with certain sounds.
Online dictionaries can help. Listen to the correct pronunciation and repeat multiple times.
I also suggest practicing tongue twisters. They are fun and improve your pronunciation a lot.
True, and speaking slowly at first is better than rushing and making mistakes.
Listening and repeating dialogues from movies is another excellent method.
Yes, choose short dialogues and practice until it sounds natural. You can even act like the characters.
Reading aloud every day also makes a huge difference. It trains your mouth and brain simultaneously.
Exactly. It may feel strange at first, but it becomes easier with practice.
Some learners are shy to speak with others. What can they do?
Start speaking with family members or friends who are supportive. Gradually move to language partners.
Online language exchanges are great too. You can talk to native speakers and improve quickly.
Don't worry if you cannot understand everything at first. Listening skills develop over time,
Watching English news with subtitles is another way to learn new words and phrases.
and you can pause, rewind, and repeat sentences as many times as you need.
Another tip is to label objects at home in English. It's a simple way to remember vocabulary.
Yes, and try thinking in English instead of translating from your native language.
That's a powerful tip. It trains your brain to use English naturally.
Writing emails or messages in English with friends is also very effective practice.
Playing word games and puzzles improves vocabulary in a fun way.
Reading storybooks for children in English is simple and very helpful for beginners.
Even short stories teach new words, sentence structures, and expressions.
Listening to audiobooks while following the text is also excellent.
Correct, Emma. It improves listening, pronunciation, and vocabulary at the same time.
Speaking about your daily routine in English helps a lot. Describe what you do, step by step.
Yes, talk about your morning, afternoon, or evening activities. It sounds simple but builds fluency.
Talking about hobbies is also useful. You can explain your favorite sports, games, or music.
Sharing personal experiences in English helps remember words better.
And it also makes conversations interesting for the listener or language partner.
Many learners ask about using idioms and phrases. Should beginners learn them?
Yes, but gradually. Focus on common expressions first. Too many idioms at once can confuse beginners.
Listening to podcasts like this one is useful for learning natural expressions.
Repeating and using expressions in your sentences makes them stick in memory.
Speaking with confidence is more important than perfection.
Exactly, Adam. Fluency comes first, accuracy comes later.
Watching English YouTube videos with captions also helps a lot.
Pause and repeat sentences. Don't rush. Understanding small chunks is better than trying to get everything.
Practicing with a study buddy makes learning fun and less stressful.
You can correct each other and learn from mistakes together.
Emma, another thing I often notice is that learners forget new words quickly. How can we help them remember better?
That's true, Adam. One method is to use the new words in daily sentences. The more you use them, the better you remember.
Yes, and speaking aloud helps even more. Writing alone is not enough.
Also, grouping words by topic is helpful. For example, learn words related to food, travel, or school together.
Flashcards work very well with this method. You can carry them anywhere and practice anytime.
And don't just memorize meanings. Try making sentences using the words. That strengthens memory.
Watching English shows and noting down useful phrases also helps.
Absolutely, Adam. Pause and repeat phrases aloud, then try using them in your own sentences.
Listening to English music can also improve pronunciation and intonation.
Yes, especially songs with clear lyrics. Sing along, and it becomes fun practice.
Some learners struggle with sentence structure. How should they improve this?
Reading simple English stories or articles is a great way. You naturally understand sentence patterns.
Also, writing summaries of what you read helps internalize structures.
And try speaking the sentences aloud after writing. It reinforces learning.
Grammar is often a problem for beginners. Should they study it first?
I suggest focusing on communication first. Grammar comes gradually as you read and listen more.
So speaking freely without worrying about mistakes is better at first.
Exactly. You learn grammar naturally through practice and exposure.
Emma, pronunciation. Mistakes can be tricky. How can learners fix them?
Use online dictionaries with audio. Repeat words multiple times until they sound correct.
I also recommend practicing tricky sounds with tongue twisters. They are challenging but effective.
Yes, and slow, deliberate speaking is better than fast, incorrect pronunciation.
Watching English YouTube channels for pronunciation tips is useful too.
Definitely. Pause, listen, and repeat. Focus on individual words and stress patterns.
Listening skills improve when you follow along with subtitles.
Yes, reading and listening together strengthens both skills.
Some learners are shy to speak with native speakers. What's your advice?
Start with supportive friends or language partners. Gradually, confidence grows.
Online language exchange programs are very effective too.
Correct, Adam. Speaking regularly with others builds fluency and listening skills simultaneously.
Keeping a daily diary in English also helps practice writing and thinking in English.
Exactly. Write about your day, your thoughts, or even short stories.
And reading children's books in English is simple yet very effective.
Yes, short sentences, clear vocabulary, and repetition help beginners learn faster.
Repeating dialogues from movies or shows improves both speaking and listening.
True, acting along with characters also makes learning fun.
Emma, what about learning idioms and phrasal verbs?
Start with the most common ones and try using them in your own sentences. Don't overload yourself.
Listening to podcasts and shadowing phrases is very helpful.
Absolutely, Adam. Repetition is key. Gradually, these expressions become natural.
Practicing English in real-life situations is important too.
Yes, order food in English, ask for directions, or talk to shopkeepers. Real practice reinforces learning.
Adam also recommends thinking in English rather than translating from your language.
That's very effective. Your brain gets used to English patterns naturally.
Discussing hobbies and interests in English is enjoyable and educational.
Yes, it gives learners a reason to speak and remember vocabulary.
Writing emails or chatting in English is another good practice.
Correct. Even small messages improve sentence formation and confidence.
Games, quizzes, and puzzles make learning vocabulary fun.
And listening to audiobooks while reading helps with pronunciation and comprehension simultaneously.
Explaining your daily routine aloud strengthens fluency.
Describing morning, afternoon, and evening activities step by step is simple but very effective.
Sharing personal stories in English also helps vocabulary retention.
And it makes conversations interesting and engaging for the listener.
Adam thinks using online dictionaries and translation apps wisely can help beginners.
Yes, but always try to use English explanations rather than your native language.
Watching English news and noting down useful phrases is also recommended.
Pause, repeat, and practice speaking the sentences aloud. It helps internalize new expressions.
Emma, what about confidence issues?
Remember, everyone makes mistakes. Confidence grows with practice and regular exposure.
Practicing speaking daily, even for 10 minutes, is better than long but irregular sessions.
Exactly. Short, consistent practice is more effective than occasional long sessions.
Learning in a fun and interactive way keeps motivation high.
Listen to songs, watch videos, play word games, and enjoy the process.
Adam also suggests repeating difficult sentences multiple times until they feel natural.
Yes, repetition makes language patterns automatic and helps fluency.
Emma, let's talk about reading strategies. Many learners find reading in English difficult.
That's true, Adam. I always recommend starting with simple books or short articles. Gradually, learners can move to longer texts.
Highlighting new words while reading is very useful. You can check their meaning later and use them in sentences.
Yes, and try summarizing what you read in your own words. It strengthens comprehension and vocabulary.
Reading aloud helps improve both pronunciation and fluency.
Absolutely. It also helps learners notice sentence structure and punctuation.
Emma, what about listening to English podcasts? How should beginners approach them?
Start with slow and simple podcasts. Listen multiple times and repeat sentences aloud.
Breaking down long sentences into smaller chunks makes them easier to understand.
And try predicting what comes next in the conversation. It trains your listening comprehension.
Watching English movies with subtitles is another excellent method.
Pause and repeat dialogues to practice speaking. Acting along helps with intonation.
Speaking about current events in English also improves vocabulary and confidence.
Yes, read short news articles and then explain the story in your own words.
Using new words in conversation immediately helps retention.
Correct, Adam. Don't just memorize, apply them daily.
Discussing hobbies and favorite topics makes learning more engaging.
And it gives learners a reason to speak more naturally.
Emma, how can learners practice writing effectively?
Start with a diary. Write emails or short paragraphs on topics you enjoy.
Writing essays may seem difficult at first, but even a few sentences a day help a lot.
And always review what you write. Correct mistakes and try again.
Grammar exercises are helpful, but they should not dominate practice time.
Focus on communication first. Grammar improves naturally with reading and speaking.
Emma, pronunciation can be tricky with long words. Any tips?
Break the words into syllables and repeat each part. Then say the full word slowly.
Listening to native speakers and imitating their rhythm and stress patterns helps.
Yes, stress and intonation are very important for natural sounding English.
Using tongue twisters daily can strengthen mouth muscles for pronunciation.
And don't forget to speak slowly and clearly, especially when learning new words.
Shadowing exercises work well, too, where you repeat everything a speaker says.
Correct, Adam. It improves both listening and speaking skills simultaneously.
Emma, many learners ask about idioms. How can they remember them easily?
Learn a few common idioms each week and use them in sentences. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Watching movies and noting idioms in dialogues helps as well.
Absolutely. Contextual learning is more effective than memorization.
Speaking English with friends or language partners builds fluency.
Yes, even short conversations every day make a huge difference over time.
Group discussions online or offline are also very useful.
Correct? It forces you to think and respond in English, improving fluency.
Emma, thinking in English rather than translating is a powerful tip.
Yes, it trains your brain to use English naturally and reduces hesitation.
Using apps for vocabulary and pronunciation can complement regular practice.
But always combine apps with speaking and listening practice for real improvement.
Watching English news helps advanced learners understand formal expressions.
And repeating sentences aloud improves both pronunciation and listening skills.
Emma, what about confidence issues learners face?
Remember, everyone makes mistakes. Confidence grows with regular practice.
Daily practice, even for 10 to 15 minutes, is better than irregular long sessions.
Absolutely. Consistency is the key to improvement.
Learning English in a fun way keeps motivation high.
Listen to songs, watch interesting videos, play word games, and enjoy the process.
Repeating difficult sentences multiple times until they feel natural is very effective.
Yes, Adam. Repetition helps internalize language patterns and improves fluency.
Emma, using stories to practice speaking and comprehension is very effective.
Correct. Retell stories in your own words and try adding new vocabulary.
Reading and listening to the same story together reinforces learning.
And acting out dialogues or narrating events makes practice fun and engaging.
Emma, for pronunciation, listening to audiobooks and repeating sentences aloud is helpful.
Yes, it trains the ear and mouth to produce accurate sounds naturally.
Recording yourself speaking and comparing it to native speakers helps too.
Absolutely. It makes learners aware of mistakes and progress.
Emma, discussing your day in English is a simple but powerful exercise.
Yes, describe morning, afternoon, and evening activities in detail. It builds fluency.
Talking about past experiences in English also strengthens vocabulary and sentence structure.
And it makes learners more confident in real conversations.
Emma, reviewing mistakes and correcting them daily helps improvement.
Yes, reflection and revision are as important as practice.
Emma, as we near the end of today's episode, I want to remind our listeners that practice is the most important part of learning English.
Absolutely, Adam. Consistency is key. Speak, read, write, and listen to English every day, even for a short time.
Mistakes are completely normal. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. Don't be afraid to make them.
Try to use the tips we discussed today. Speak aloud, shadow native speakers, write sentences, and read short stories.
Watching English movies and repeating dialogues helps improve pronunciation and listening at the same time.
And listening to podcasts like this one helps you learn expressions and phrases naturally.
Remember to think in English rather than translating from your native language. It trains your brain to respond faster.
Using apps for vocabulary practice is good, but combine them with real speaking and listening.
Speaking with friends, family, or language partners every day builds confidence. Don't worry about perfection.
Try describing your daily routine in English. Talk about your morning, afternoon, and evening activities in detail.
Sharing hobbies and experiences in English helps remember new words and makes practice enjoyable.
Retelling stories in your own words strengthens both vocabulary and sentence structure.
Recording yourself and comparing it with native speakers helps identify areas for improvement.
And shadowing dialogues from movies, shows, or podcasts trains your pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm.
Using idioms and expressions in sentences gradually makes your English sound natural.
Focus on the most common expressions first and practice them in conversations daily.
Reading children's books, news articles, or short stories every day helps internalize grammar and vocabulary.
Writing a small diary or sending messages in English strengthens sentence formation and fluency.
Emma for pronunciation, breaking words into syllables and repeating them slowly works very well.
Yes, and don't rush. Speaking slowly and clearly improves accuracy and confidence.
Playing word games, quizzes, or language challenges makes learning enjoyable and keeps motivation high.
Listening to audiobooks while following along with the text improves pronunciation and comprehension simultaneously.
Reflect on your mistakes daily. Correct them and try again. It's an essential part of learning.
Absolutely, Adam. Learning English is a gradual process. Patience and perseverance are very important.
Stay consistent, keep practicing, and enjoy the process. Confidence grows naturally over time.
Remember, English learning can be fun if you use stories, dialogues, songs, and games.
We hope today's conversation has given our listeners useful tips to practice English effectively.
Yes, and we encourage everyone to try the exercises, watch videos, read, speak aloud, and listen actively every day.
Thank you for joining us on English Unplugged, the podcast. It was wonderful sharing tips and ideas with you all.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and enjoy learning English every day. We will be back soon with more fun conversations and helpful tips.
Until next time, keep speaking, listening, reading, and writing. English becomes easier and more enjoyable with regular practice.
Bye, everyone. Remember, confidence and consistency are your best tools for learning English. See you in the next episode.